ambil cooperative.
So dia sambil dia dipaksa untuk ikut lah.
Sebab ada few student tak nak ambil duit sebab tak ambil cooperative. Dengar pipa gosok dia dulu lah kasih sekali. Dia. Kakak.
Ladies and gentlemen, before this press conference begins, I would like to remind all of you to ensure that your mobile phones are set to silent mode to ensure a smooth and uninterrupted session. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And mic test. Mic test.
Continue lah without mic.
Mic test. Alright, thank you. Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good evening. Distinguished members of the media, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the press conference for Gombak Food Festival 3.0. My name is Laila Najiha and I will be your MC for today. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to sincerely thank you for joining us today. Today's press conference is organized to share the vision behind Gombak Food Festival 3.0, key highlights, as well as the collaborative effort that make this initiative possible. We hope the information shared today will assist members of the media in your coverage later. With that, let us proceed with today's program. To begin, I would like to invite the Program Manager of Gombak Food Festival 3.0, Sister Nik Fakia Farhana binti Nik Muhammad Azam, to deliver the opening speech and provide the overview of the festival as well as its objective. Please welcome.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening and a very warm welcome to members of the media, invited guests, partners, and everyone present today. My name is Nik Fakia Farhana, a third-year communication student, and I am honored to stand before you as the Program Manager and spokesperson for Gombak Food Festival 3.0. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to the class of Com 3317. Corporate Writing. I would like to say thank you to the class of Com 3317 Corporate Writing for organizing this event and for giving us the opportunity to share an initiative that brings together communication, community and compassion. So Gombak Food Festival 3.0 will be held on 6th and 7th January 2026 with the main physical event taking place from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the HS Building, International Islamic University Malaysia, IIUM Gombak. The theme for this year's festival is Coming, Serving Stories, Spreading Smiles. This theme reflects our belief that food is more than just a product. It carries stories, culture, and meaning. Through Coming, we aim to use food and communication as tools to bring people together, spread joy, and strengthen community bonds. This festival is organized by students of 3315 Integrated Marketing Communication IMC, collaboration with three organizations which are First Communication Students Association, COSA, Entrepreneurship Development Center, EDC IIUM, and Support Association for Parents of Social Needs Children Support. In addition, Gombak Food Festival 3.0 proudly features 10 special vendors consisting of local entrepreneurs from Kampung Kertas Gombak, which includes 3 organizations involving persons with disabilities, PWDs. These special vendors are first, Autism Gifted Project, Arisma, Tuns Anwar, Cookie, Dinda Kanda Food, PDK Kami, Mat Murtabak, Brew and Blossom, My Cutie Bites, and lastly, Cendol Batu Tujuh. The participation of these vendors reflects our commitment to nurturing a diverse and inclusive entrepreneurial ecosystem while supporting local livelihoods. In addition to the on-ground festival, we will also host an online evening session titled International IMC Virtual Seminar, AI in IMC, a Tawhidi Epistemology Perspective. This hybrid approach allows us to expand participation beyond the physical venue, creating meaningful intellectual engagement among students and academics. Gombak Food Festival 3.0 is a synergized academic activity, SAA, aimed at empowering local businesses in Kampung Kertas and supporting organizations involving persons with disabilities, PWDs, by building an inclusive entrepreneurial ecosystem. From an educational perspective, the festival aims to empower students by providing them with hands-on experience in supporting and collaborating with local businesses and community organizations. Through this process, students gain practical insight into the roles, responsibility, and real-world practices of integrated marketing communication practitioners. As for intellectual and social perspective, the festival embraces Sustainable Development Goal 17, Partnership for the Goals. By working with multiple stakeholders, students are exposed to the importance of collaboration in achieving sustainable and inclusive development while gaining greater awareness of broader SDG framework. And of course, one of the main attractions of Gombak Food Festival is the variety of food offerings featuring unique local and homemade dishes prepared by our special vendors. Beyond food, the festival offers interactive mini-games and activities designed to engage participants in creative and meaningful ways. These activities incorporate elements of communication strategy, and Tawhidic epistemology, encouraging participants to reflect on values such as unity, ethics, and shared responsibility while enjoying the festival atmosphere. The International IMC Virtual Seminar in the evening serves as an intellectual highlight, focusing on the role of AI, artificial intelligence, in integrated marketing communication from a Tawhidic epistemological perspective, bridging contemporary industry practices with ethical and holistic thinking. As the program manager of Gombak Food Festival 3.0, my hope is that this festival will create a lasting and meaningful impact. We hope that the students will live this experience with a deeper understanding that communication is not only about campaigns and strategies, but also about service, empathy, and social responsibility. We hope that the local businesses and organizations involving persons with disabilities feel genuinely supported, valued, and empowered, not just during the festival, but beyond it. Most importantly, we hope that everyone who attends Gombak Food Festival 3.0 lives with new insights, meaningful connection, and a smile, truly reflecting our theme, which is Commit, Serving Stories, Spreading Smiles. On behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to extend our sincere appreciation to our lecturers, collaborators, vendors, and students for their continuous support. Thank you for your attention. We look forward to welcoming you to Gombak Food Festival 3.0. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Sister Fatia Fanana, for the clear and insightful overview of Gombak Food Festival 3.0. Next, I would like to invite the person in charge of publication and promotions of Gombak Food Festival 3.0 to share details on the promotional strategies, media engagement, and outreach efforts for Gombak Food Festival 3.0. Please welcome Sister Nik Maisara Al-Shani Muhammad Rizal.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nikmai Sarah Alicia binti Nikmah Marizal, and I am the representative of. No, okay. I am the representative of the team of publicity and promotion for this Gombak festival. So first of all, I would like to thank everyone here for attending this press conference, and also to thank the class of COM 3317 for inviting us, the team of Gombak Food Festival, to share our work and also our vision for this festival. So thank you again for giving us the opportunity to promote this event. So today I will briefly touch on 3 key aspects that is related to our publicity and promotion. So firstly is our promotional strategies. Second is the role of media in supporting the festival. And third is how we showcase our promotions across our social media platforms. So firstly is for promotional strategies. So we aim to have a promotional strategy that is not short-term but also long-term, meaning it is a long-term integrated campaign rather than focusing solely on the event days. So that is why we built a plan, a media plan, which has 4 phases, including awareness, engagement, event hype, and also post-event, which is for us to focus on the sustainability of the event. So when the event ends, it does not just end there, but we will recap and throw back the memories of the event. So this allows us to build awareness, sustain engagement, and ensure that the message of the Gombak Food Festival continues even after the festival ends. So firstly, during the awareness phase, our focus is on introducing the festival's purpose, values, and social impact. So for this, we have posted a coming soon video on TikTok, and also used a coming soon poster on Instagram, so that people can, kind of have that expectation of what Gombak Food Festival is actually, and introduce Gombak Food Festival as more than just a food event. So it's much more than just us selling food, but also for us, also for us to promote PWDs, people with disabilities, and also to uplift the local businesses in Kampung Kerdas Gombak. So at this stage, because we want to explore and also let people know more about Tauhidic epistemology, so we also integrate that, where the next future post will have some quotes regarding Tauhidic epistemology, which emphasizes on values such as gratitude, unity, ethical practices, and service to the community. So our focus is not just on food, but also integrating values that people can learn, so that it guides on how we communicate and how the festival positions itself within the society. So for the second phase, which is the engagement phase, we aim to build a stronger emotional connection with our audience. So here we will utilize IG Story, where we want to highlight the local vendors that we will be representing. For example, as mentioned by our program manager, Chandel Tutujo, Dinda Kinda Food, Cookie, and so on. So here we will try to have the behind the scenes preparations, have interactive polls on Instagram stories, and small quizzes, like for example, are you hungry? Stuff like that on our social media story. So this phase allows the audience to feel involved and more connected to both the people and also the stories behind the festival. So it's not merely just us showing, but inviting our social media followers and also those who are in together with the journey to join us throughout the festival. Not just the festival, but also throughout the whole process of doing the festival. So at this stage, we also aim to expand visibility through digital touchpoints, including the electronic billboards, which is still in the progress, where we are contacting OCAP for that, to reach a wider on-ground audience behind social media. So as you know, the entrance of IUM, we have the electronic billboard, so we plan to publish our poster there for more wider engagement. And next is event hypebeast, where we will be sharing live stories and features of the event itself. So here, our media person, which is our videographer and photographer, will be following the MC everywhere during the event, and she will be updating the stories, the IG stories. So I invite all of you to follow our IG stories so that you can know the username is Gombak Food Festival with a cute logo. Okay, so now the role of media. So here we are in the process of gaining partnership with IUM TV, IUM FM, and IUM Today, and also IPRNSA, IUM chapter. So for this, each media partner will support the campaign at different stages. So for example, before the event, the media will have announcement, previews, and awareness building so that people can get to know more about the festival. And during the event, the media partners will provide live coverage, interviews, and also real-time updates. And after the event, the media will amplify the impact through recaps, highlights, and feature stories. So this media approach, we hope that it reaches a lot of audience across multiple platforms while also maintaining a unified message rooted in community values and also social responsibility, while embedding that Tawhidic epistemology that as IM students have to really understand. So I guess that is all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sister Nima Sarah Alisha, for the informative sharing. Moving on, I will now like to invite the person in charge of sponsorship, Brother Muhammad Alif bin Muhammad Alex Imran, to brief us on sponsorship support, partnerships, and collaborative opportunities of Gombak Food Festival 3.0. Please welcome Brother Muhammad Alif bin Muhammad Alex Imran.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone. My name is Alif, and I am the head of sponsorship bureau for this program. I just want to say a quick thank you to the students of COM 3317, right, for conducting this press conference, and I would like to thank everyone here for coming, for showing up, right? So basically, I just want to start off by saying, by talking about my role as the head of sponsorship. And so basically, my job is to oversee all sponsorship related matters. That includes identifying who we should chase for sponsors, approaching the sponsors, preparing the proposal materials or the emails, that we send out to approach these sponsors, coordinating meetings if necessary, if the people we want to approach, we need to have a discussion, then we have to facilitate the meetings. And also make sure that every single sponsorship activity is done correctly, transparently, no hanky-panky anywhere, right? And it's also important that my team and I ensure that all of the sponsors that we get, right, that we give them the right recognition, right? Because sponsoring, it's a two-way street, right? So because we're asking them for help, and so we have to somehow give them something in return, right? So that's how maintaining and building relationships work. So moving on to the achieved sponsors. So at this point in time, we have secured, alhamdulillah, 2 sponsors, which is the first one being Entrepreneurial Development Center, EDC. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but they were responsible for most recently Stanex, which was last week during the convo. Very active organization. They're very generous and they're very pleasant. It was very pleasant to deal with them, and a wonderful organization. I think they've helped out a lot of other, for other programs as well. So we're very happy to have them on board with us, right? And the second one being IIUM Holdings, another organization that is very dedicated to helping you know, all the student programs and you know, classes and subjects and all that. And yeah, also very pleasant to deal with, and they've also been very, very generous. Also helped, you know, with a lot of different events in the past. So we are very, very happy to be working with them, alhamdulillah. And next, I would like to talk about our overall sponsorship mission, right, for Gombak Food Fest 3.0. Because being in sponsorship, in the sponsorship team, it's not just about getting money, which I know it sounds like that's what you're supposed to do, like Ochai to it and all that, but it's really more about trying to build relationships, actually. Because when you deal with these organizations, you don't want to just like, oh, hi, bye, we're done. After the program's done, we don't want to see you again. No, we want to maintain that relationship, because you never know in the future if you need their help again, right? Or somehow they need our help in the future. So, you know, it's all about this mutual respect that we have for all these organizations. And something I learned working with the sponsorship bureau is that there are so many organizations, noble organizations dedicated to just helping people from all different walks of life. You know, organizations dedicated to PWDs, persons with disabilities. You got international organizations helping international students. You know, you have clubs. You have all these social, you know, persatuan, I guess you would say. And I think, you know, working with the sponsorship team, I'm very blessed to get to know all these people, even if maybe we don't get to secure their sponsorship, but at least we, you know, get to be more aware about these people. And hopefully maybe, you know, dealing with these organizations, maybe further down the line for a different program, I could help them as well. You know, I could offer their name for a program that is more suited to their organization, right? So, of course, when we go out and when we approach organizations for sponsorship, we have to make sure that we cannot just, you know, willy-nilly, like, oh, whatever organization, just approach. No, we have to make sure that what we are doing, our program, has to align with what their mission is, right? So that kind of strengthens the bond and strengthens the how do you say, the kemungkinan, the probability that we will secure the sponsorship. And yeah, I think that's, you know, it's not easy, definitely, but no job is easy. So we just keep at it, and hopefully, maybe in the future, you know, our program is not that far off, only a couple of more weeks, and we will try to garner more sponsorships somehow. But for now, we are all, you know, trying our best. And like Sister Mai said, you know, Gombak Food Fest, this program that we're doing, we really believe in it, we're really passionate about it. And it's not just about food, you know, it's not just about going and buying food, but it's about, you know, supporting these businesses, these small businesses, big businesses, doesn't matter. It's about uplifting these businesses in Malaysia, in Gombak. And I think that it's a very noble cause. And, you know, I hope everything goes smoothly. I think that's all from me.
Thank you, Madam Muhammad Alif. We will now open the floor for the questions and answers session. Members of the media and other guests are welcome to ask any questions regarding Gombak Food Festival 3.0. Kindly introduce yourself before proceeding with your questions.
Can I ask a question? Oh, we don't have mic? Oh, sorry. Okay, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Arvidinia. I am one of the students of Fundamental of Journalism, Dr. Army. I want to ask, since we already have Gombak Food Festival 1 and 2, and now it's Gombak Food Festival 3, what makes this Gombak Food Festival 3 different from the past year Gombak Food Festival? Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, thank you for the question to Brother Arif.
So there are actually several differences compared to previous edition of Gombak Food Festival. Yeah, there are several differences compared to the past edition of Gombak Food Festival. But I would like to highlight one of the example is that Gombak Food Festival GFF 3.0 actually stands out primarily because it has a clear and unified theme. We have a theme that is comic, serving stories, spreading smiles, and it is actually consistently showcased through our media materials, our decoration, as well as our activities, which to ensure a cohesive experience for the participants and also visitors. And also, another thing is that this time around, GFF 3.0, we actually emphasize on strategic use of social media, which is said by Sister Maisara, in which we actually have a media planning approach to ensure that public can differentiate the difference between the upcoming GFF 3.0 compared to the previous ones. One of the examples is that the standardization of concept used in social media postings, in which if you were to go through our social media account, Gombak Food Festival, you can actually differentiate which one is Gombak Food Festival 3.0 and the previous editions, because we start off by posting the main theme and also the elements that is different from before. So it is in order for the participant and also visitors to understand the purpose, the values, and also uniqueness of this concept. So of course, Gombak Food Festival the previous Gombak Food Festival has laid a very strong foundation because people are already aware of the existence of Gombak Food Festival. But this time around, GFF 3.0 actually tried to build upon that legacy by further strengthening the thematic consistency and strategic media planning. So I think that's what makes GFF 3.0 different from past GFF. Thank you so much.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Mazata Ahmad and I am a journalist. So my question, I have two questions. So my first question is, what is the main media that is used to promote Gombak Food Festival? And my second question is, since you mentioned that we will be involving people with disabilities, may I know how will you ensure that people with disability will be comfortable during Gombak Food Festival?
So is the questions directed to only me?
No, all of you, not just only you.
Okay, for the first question, I think we can do this with Sister Maisara.
Okay, thank you so much, Sister Maisato, for the question. Okay, so for our Gombak Food Festival 3.0, we try to utilize multiple social media platforms. However, our main platform will be Instagram, Gombak Food Festival, and you can see the name is GFF 3.0. So this is so that our message reaches different audience segments while also remaining consistency in values and also too. So in Instagram, so if you browse to our Instagram as mentioned by our program manager, we haven't actually posted that much, but we are very active on Instagram story. The reason we haven't posted it is because we have to confirm a few things. For example, the sponsorship, which has recently been confirmed, and so after this, you can anticipate many bombarded posts from our Instagram, so be sure to follow. And for TikTok, we're currently using it, but then we have a slight difficulty in reaching the right audience because we don't really have a lot of followers yet. However, we've tried posting some videos that maybe reach the younger generation that maybe they will find a bit funny. Hopefully it can become viral so that we can reach more engagement. And yes, and when we approach the nearing date of our Gombak Food Festival, we will also be utilizing WhatsApp channel and also Telegram broadcast to just get that boost of the event hype so that people can become more aware of the festival. platforms, like I mentioned before. We will be using the electronic billboard so that the people passing by UIA can also take a look, and perhaps if they're interested, they can stop by and make our event more happening. So I guess that's all.
I would like to ask, this question is specifically for Brother Alif, the person in charge of sponsorship. What kind of benefits sponsors receive from this festival?
Alright. What kind of benefits? That's a great question. Thank you, Sister Eleni. So, as I mentioned before, like sponsorship, it's not just about us asking for money, but it's like a two-way street, So when we ask for the help, we also have to give something in return, right? So what we provide to our sponsors is basically, the primary one is recognition and awareness of the organization, right? So how it works for our program is that there are multiple tiers for our sponsorships. I'm not going to go too much into detail about how much you get what tier, but it's basically like when they sponsor us, we will somehow return the favor by promoting their organization as well. For example, we put their logo on our promotional materials, right? We give them. We're planning on giving them a certificate of appreciation as well for all tiers, and any of our sponsors will receive that. And it in varying levels, this recognition will be passed to the sponsors, such as maybe even a special mention during the event. During a downtime, we would have an MC, and they would talk about the sponsor and promote the sponsor on the ground, right? As well as being featured as well in our media organizations, IUM-FM, IUM-TV. So yeah, that's basically what we offer primarily, is just recognition. Yeah, and it's just a way to show our appreciation and our respect to these organizations for being so generous to help us out, right? And hopefully with this kind of partnership, this kind of interaction, they will continue, to help us, for future Gombak Food Festivals or any future events. Yeah.
Thank you.
If I'm not mistaken, Sister Moiza could actually ask two questions. So, could you repeat the second question?
The second question is how, since we will be involving people with disabilities, how will you plan to make sure they are comfortable during Gombak Food Festival 3.0? That's the question.
Alright, so thank you for that question. So actually, to ensure the comfortability of the persons with disabilities, we actually tried to lessen the possibility of any risk, because some of them actually have condition of being easily triggered by the surroundings and etc. So we have to take that into consideration. So there's a possibility that not all PWDs will be participating physically to the festival. However, to make sure that they are connected to us is through the process into making this festival work. Because not all groups are collaborating or working with PWD's organization, only 3 groups, and by working with them to ensure the comfortability and also connection between the PWDs, they actually go visit the organization, try to go visit the organization, and also by if I'm not mistaken, they are trying to prepare the foods that will be sold together. But that is actually in their plan. I'm not sure more details because there's a lot more to confirm, and it is actually something that they are trying to work on gradually. So in terms of ensuring comfortability during the festival, we are trying not to actually welcome the risk, the chances of risks, but we are trying to build a connection throughout the process to working on this festival. Thank you.
Alright, so any more questions coming from the members of the floor? Yes, please.
My name is Afifa. I have a question. How GFF can help to increase awareness about the client's brand because they only sell their product for 2 days? Is there any ongoing campaign held by the students?
May I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, so actually, although this is part of an assignment, we actually carry the campaign if, to elaborate further. So each group in the class is given a vendor, or they can choose their own vendors. For example, as mentioned by our program manager, she mentioned a few vendors, right? We have 10 in total. So for example, my group, we're handling the Kanda food. So for this, we don't only sell during the Gombak Food Festival itself, but we also hold an ongoing campaign throughout the whole semester. So we started posting about the vendors and our clients, we call them clients, throughout the campaign from week 5 up until the very final week of the semester. And let's say if it's a success, then inshallah we can continue this connection and partnership, as we would call it, perhaps can reach more up, like even after the semester, it can be something that we can work on in promoting these local businesses. So we will be promoting them by helping them resell their products, not only during the Gombak Food Festival, but also throughout the whole semester. So for example, we will be promoting on the social media and helping them resell by collecting orders, and promoting them by visiting them and making videos about them on social media. So a few social medias, if you would like to search on Instagram, would be by Kanta, I think it's handled by Fakiha's group, Catalyst Co by group, Empowerability by Huayla's group, and Local Delights, if I'm not mistaken, for those who are handling Mart Mutaba. So there are many more, so you can just go through our Instagram and see our reposts. We have reposted all of our vendors who are in charge of our vendors. So I guess that's all. Thank you.
Alright, thank you. So any more questions coming from the members of the floor? Question 1, question 2, question 3. Alright, thank you for your thoughtful question and active participation. We truly appreciate your interest and support in highlighting the mission and impact of Gombak Food Festival 3.0, which is an event to empower local businesses in Kampung Kerdas and some organizations involving persons with disabilities by fostering an inclusive and diverse entrepreneurial ecosystem. With that, this press conference officially comes to the end. Thank you once again for your time and presence. Before we disperse, may I invite Dr. Aida and everyone to join us for a photography session. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.